Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Unreal Return to Pali. On this episode we're going to continue the Foundry. I'm just going to call it that. It's fun. Rhymes are fun. We have a lot of scourge in this level, and it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, trust me. Got another toxin suit here. We'll need that for later. Not just yet. We have a few pupa in here, and that was a kind of a waste of a round of an 8-ball, but I got really lucky with that round. The bio rifle will be more useful in the next couple of episodes than it will be here. Sometimes I wonder how these scars survive when I'm throwing at them. And he's still alive! What do female scars look like? I mean, do they even have them? I mean, I would assume that they have sexes. I mean, they apparently come out of eggs and are pupas. Or maybe they're just like bees, you know, the worker scourge and the drone scourge and I'm not sure what happened there, but I got caught on something. Thankfully it didn't kill me. I have a switch, so obviously we need to switch it. What this is going to do is it's going to open this up. And the temperature looks okay. I don't know if that's the temperature or the volume of what's inside, but that little dial looks like it's well within the parameters of being a dial. So that's good. Those of you who don't know, if you spell dial backwards, you get the word laid. I know, that was really, really thrilling, wasn't it? You definitely want to fill up on 8 balls at this point. Well, we've got more sludge to go through, so you might as well pull out the flat cannon. Because we've got water serpents. Agua snakes. You'll notice I skipped a 8-ball pack in there. There's just no need to get it, and plus we're short on time for the toxin suit. You only have so much time to swim through this area, and you may as well not waste time with it. We don't need an ASMD core. Here's Scourge, of course. Like I said, they want to ambush you a lot. And the sludge isn't killing them. And I kind of wish it would, but it's not. And at this point I was wondering where he went. That overshot him. It is kind of a pain in the butt to deal with this guy. I mean, let's face it. They made this challenging. But the one part of the challenge is that sometimes the enemies, the AI, is just not too brilliant. And so they'll jump into some position that it's hard to get rid of them. So, that's life. What I would like to do now is to move forward. Press the shiny button. And this just takes us back where we were. But that's not where we need to go. And guess what? We're gonna have another scourge. Of course. I got kind of fortunate here because what happens with this guy is he backs up into one of these alcoves right here, and he pretty much corners himself. good to use your environment to your advantage. It's also important to know when to fight and when not to fight. And the next level is going to teach us that. Unfortunately, we can't take that into advisement for very long after the next level. I've been debating what I want to do with the last level. There's a couple of strategies that I could use. I'm going to replay the last level a few more times before I record it, though. Away we go! Hope I'm giving you guys enough of an array of, enough of a display of the weaponry involved in Unreal. Changing weapons up a lot more than I would have normally. Or I used to, anyway. Now, I haven't used the bio rifle much, but I'm saving that. That's going to be one of those last resort weapons when I just need to empty it out completely. Bye-bye. Now over here, there are a few more scars that we have to deal with. I'm trying to find out where they are. We also have pupa as well. Oh, this is really funny what I did here. If I can, if I remember what happened correctly. Oh, here he is. He went behind me, then he jumps into the hole, and at that point I'm just like, to hell with him, I'm not worried about him anymore. He's still alive down there, I think, but at this point, who cares? I can love to squish spiders all day long. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Now here is a nice little ship, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to use it. That could have been our escape, but I don't know. This ship isn't exactly explained, so I'm not really sure why it's there. And I managed to get the second scar down the hole. And he's still down there, and he will attack, so I'm going to ignore him. There's one pupa in this little control room. And I'm not really concerned about him as much as I'm concerned about getting the extra UMS box stuff. Especially the combat assault rifle rounds. That's going to be very useful. You may be asking yourself why I haven't used the combat assault rifle much yet. Well, I'm saving it. You'll see me use it soon enough. There's a particular enemy where it becomes really useful. This section is worth going to, definitely. Also notice a little fire. Here's the pupa. See, it didn't jump out of the way of my dispersion pistol that much, so go figure. I don't know if they changed the AI for Return to Pali or what happened there. Now we need to move forward. Our path is still difficult, but we're in the home stretch. We have a pupa to deal with here, so we might as well get rid of him pretty quickly. Or he can turn into a crawl, I suppose. You'll also notice a super health up here. You can just jump down from the above ledge to get to it. Like I said, there are plenty of super healths in this level. I mean, you could really keep your health at 100 until this part and get the super health, and you'll be fine. Right here, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this lesser brute, so I'm just kind of launching a few 8 balls at him, but he's still alive, so I'm not having very much luck against him. He seemed heavily armored, though. He's still alive. And over here we have a Scarge to deal with. I'm trying to figure out where he is. He's up in that corner, I'm pretty sure. Want to bet on it? See? Here he comes. Now, the one thing I haven't completely figured out in this game is whether or not an enemy is invincible until it actually sees you. Because I have had times where I'll fire at where I know an enemy is, and he seems to not take any damage until he wakes up and sees you. And then sometimes I notice where I'm able to take out an enemy before he notices me. So I'm not 100% sure on that. It's one of those questions that only a game developer that actually developed this game could probably answer, I think. Or it may be the type of enemy. Some enemies they want you to get the jump on, and some enemies, well, you're not expected to know where they are until you've actually played the game. This is kind of a neat little jumping puzzle. It's a lot better than the, what was it, the water temple that we had to deal with in Unreal. Jumps are very easy to do. We've got yet another switch to hit, some armor in case we need it, and this is going to give us another Scarge. Of course. We're going to deal with a lot of them. And we're not done with the Scarge at all. Death to the Scarge. I'm just gonna say it both. I'm just gonna like flip a coin and decide which way I want to say it every time I want to say it. Scarge, that is, or Scar. Scar. It's got 2 A's, so it's Scar. And I'm not gonna jump up to get those flak shells. Or the super health. I don't need the super health and the black shells. I could possibly use, but I'm not going to use them just now. Well, I could probably be okay without them. See, we got more flak shells down here. And you'll notice, I want you to pay attention to this. We're actually heading down and down. So I'm not sure what this means, but notice which direction we're headed for now, before we get to the next episode. Now, this is where I wanted to save the combat assault rifle rounds, because the combat assault rifle is fantastic against this Scarge Warlord here. It slows them down considerably, and we've done it. It used up all of my combat assault rifle rounds, but that's okay. Now we just need to head out of here.
It took everything I had to get through the rest of that miserable Teridium processing plant. At least I killed a whole bunch of Scar and left the place a real mess. The Scar won't be using that place for a while. I thought I had it made when I saw the small alien ship in the middle of that seemingly endless plant. Thought I could use it to get off planet. But it's busted. The shuttle is the only escape.
Well, that explains the ship that we found. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.